Yeah, I'll be his cue cards.
And
I'll
then
be
on the bottom, it can say Conan.
Conan.
We're live on Facebook.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you ready?
It
I'm
is
prettier.
another episode of Hardway Wrestling. It is free for all Friday, and we have a full house, boys.
That's
Happy
2 in a
Friday.
row.
Happy Friday. We got Ricky up at the top right-hand corner. This is for all the new people. Because I feel like today is gonna be the day that we're just gonna set shit on fire. YouTube is gonna be pounding with at least 4 people, I imagine. One of them being my mom, because my mom likes YouTube. So we got Scotty in the Scotty in the lower left-hand corner. That is the big sexy is what we like to call him. and the other part of the outsiders, the Kevin Nash of the group, and he's very short right now. I don't know. He's fading into the bottom of his whatever he's sitting on. That's Wyatt. So what's up? What's going on, boys?
I wouldn't say setting things on fire today, because if Scotty's phone overheats, he might be the first one to go.
Yep. Well, no, Wyatt's in the next room, so both of us will go up at the same time.
So Wyatt, can you sit up just a little bit because you're kind of faded into the what? There he is. Hey, there he is. So
there you go.
Wyatt and Scotty are both in a brothel right now. They're in separate rooms. And ready to talk about wrestling.
If Scotty backs up, you can see the drool stains on his shirt.
Oh,
if we see anybody run past your cereal spoon back there, then we know that that you're. All right. So before we get talking about wrestling, we got a full card of wrestling here. What do you guys got planned for the weekend, Ricky? What do you got planned for the weekend?
Unfortunately, my work schedule is not the same as it is most weeks, so I'm working tomorrow night and Sunday night. Tonight is my night off.
Okay.
So
Scotty, what do you got planned?
Nothing. Not a darn thing.
Isn't that great, though, when you got absolutely nothing going on?
Yes. No, it is actually, it's a wonderful feeling. And I've had that feeling for the last three or so weeks.
Okay.
Because I've been able to do, last weekend was kind of the exception with my parents in town, but overall, like the last 3 weekends, I've had a 3-day weekend, so I've been happy. I've been very, very happy.
I was about to say a threesome.
That's after. Oh, speaking of pussy, there's Ricky's cat. What do you got planned for this weekend, Wyatt?
My last weekend of freedom before I have to go back to work.
Oh, boo-hoo.
What?
Yeah, so Monday I go in for pre-service week with my high school, and then kids come in the following Monday.
Oh, boy. That's right. Wyatt is a full-fledged teacher. Now, I'm looking at you, TikTok. I see you guys. Is that Neek? Neek, what's up, girl? She's going back to hell, which means Walmart. She's going back to Mo. You remember Mo? Scotty, you remember Mo?
No.
Monique,
no.
She's awesome. She said she's going back to hell, which means Walmart.
Oh, you mean Monique?
Monique.
Yeah.
I mean, her friends call her Mo.
Okay.
And her dermatologist calls her Mole.
Oh, damn.
So if you're on TikTok right now, you're only hearing one side of the conversation. But if you would like to hear all 4 of these sexy gentlemen the Four Horsemen, if of YouTube per se. You can go over to YouTube at Hardway Wrestling. You can check out the whole thing. We are live there. We are live on Facebook also. So, we got people are sending stuff. This TikTok is awesome. Not just for staring at people dancing. So I have a full slate. Actually, I don't have a full slate. I have I have a wrestling show tomorrow night, which I will be super busy with most of the evening. And then Sunday, I got Scotty's schedule. Absolutely nothing. Nada. Actually, that's not true. I have a conference call at some point. But I think we're gonna go see that new movie. What's the movie with the dogs? Will Ferrell.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. That looks interesting to me.
Did you see it?
Pretty good.
I want to see it. It looks funny as shit.
Man, I'll tell you, the commercials. It's the same commercial every time. Now, my girlfriend and I have that movie pass thing where you can go see for $20 a month. You can go see unlimited movies. It's the same commercial every. I'm headed to ATCW tomorrow night. Awesome, Derek. Make sure you stop in and say hey, right? Unless I'm in character, then you're an asshole.
You're always an asshole.
You're correct, Scotty. I'm always an asshole. So they show the same trailer. They show the same trailer every time we're at the movies, and I fucking pop every time. Right? I laugh every time. It's always funny. It's always funny. Actually, we actually thought about skipping watching Raw tonight.
You mean SmackDown?
Yeah.
Yep. SmackDown. They all fucking run together, bro.
Are you sure you're not, on drugs or something tonight?
He's already drinking his daddy.
I'm already drinking my daddy soda.
Got it.
Yeah, daddy soda. That's right.
Why, you might not know this, but most of the time when we're on video, I am usually fired up like this. I'm usually ready to go. I'm usually fired up. There are some days where I have lackluster energy, but you know who doesn't have lackluster energy?
That cat.
Well, that cat is always ready to go. I would not invoke the name of the cat. Right now, he's ignoring you. He's not even looking at you right now. But when he makes eye contact, when that pussy makes uh-oh. Okay.
Oh, kitty.
He's coming around.
Over here, Mr. Puffers.
You know who else might be fired up for the weekend? And will he get out on work release? Is Cash Wheeler. Cash Wheeler decided to pull an Arn Anderson.
Yeah.
No. He just wanted to be part of the Bullet Club. Leave him alone.
He wanted to be part of the Bullet Club. I get it. So there was a road rage incident in Florida, and
why does this shit always happen in Florida?
Because Florida, you can carry a gun without any permit or anything else.
Is that true? You can carry no permit?
Correct.
Yeah, but you can't wield it.
You can.
You can't pull it out.
Yeah, well, no.
Yeah, right. It's not Texas.
That's where Florida's the godsend to everybody.
Yeah. So Cash Wheeler, there was a road rage incident, and this is a classic fuck around and find out moment. Whether you mess with a guy that doesn't give a shit and is on top of the world. I mean, does the ROH titles give him an attitude? Is that what this is? I would imagine Dax. I could see Dax, right?
AEW titles.
Yeah, they're the AEW titles.
Oh no,
yeah.
I'm thinking the other. Okay, either way, they're all the same title. Honestly, they're all the same title, same company. So, so Cash Wheeler gets arrested for I don't know. We don't know all the details yet. It
was called aggravated assault, I believe.
That's what he was charged with.
Yeah, so it's aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
And he pled not guilty.
Yeah. And to be also clear, this incident happened back in July.
Yes. 27th, I believe.
Yep.
26th or 27th, I believe.
27th.
Then he had to go turn in his weapons.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was watching a report earlier, and it's like, man, why did it take so long for them to charge him? Because usually if something like that goes on, usually it's immediately charged. So what is it about the month of July where when stuff happens, we don't find out till 6 weeks later? Vince McMahon, Cash Wheeler.
Is it Christmas in July? Is that what they call Christmas in July? They're the gifts.
I don't know what the hell they do down in Florida.
Yeah,
I don't either.
It's crazy. So, so you guys, do you think that? Well, of course, this happens in July. He's already been on TV a bunch of times. He's out. Do you think that has any bearing on the matches at Wembley?
I mean, I would hope not, but I'm not a judge.
I mean, they were just on Dynamite last night.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I know of the legal system. Here's what I think will end up happening. They will set a preliminary hearing probably in about 4 to 5 months. Now, depending on what kind of restrictions they gave him after posting bail, he might not be able to leave the country due to said pending litigation. But then again, they might not have given him any restrictions whatsoever. So it's a hard one to call. It just depends on how serious the incident was. Is this something where like they will put a travel restriction on him? I know some states will do. You can't even travel outside the state while pending litigation is going on, but that's usually for something that's currently upcoming that will be done in the next month or two. So
well, Jeff Hardy's not even allowed in Canada, so this.
I think half the roster these days are not allowed in Canada for all the crap they pulled. But
yeah, but you're also forgetting that
if Cash is charged,
if Cash is charged, he serves 5 years in prison.
Yeah, 5 years and $5,000.
It's not a light sentence. It's 5 years.
Well, lucky for Dax, he's already had a pretty good singles career in AEW.
So he's had no priors. So that's in his favor. I'm sure that he's going to get a fine. I think what the maximum fine was $5,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sure he's going to get a fine, and hopefully it doesn't end up being like he gets a felony out of this thing.
Yeah.
Well, not that wrestlers don't usually have felonies, because Jeff Hardy's still wrestling.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy, drunk all the time. How many DUIs has he had in Florida? And then, of course, you got Sonny, who got drunk on a unregistered license and killed a man.
Is DUI, is that a felony?
Yeah.
In Florida, it's pretty serious from what I read with the whole Jeff Hardy thing.
But also remember, the reason
third offense, it's 10 years.
Is that all companies are based out of Florida.
Say that one more time.
Well, let's think about it. You have WWE, although they have their offices in New Haven, they also have their training facility down there in Orlando, and Jacksonville's the home of AEW. All of them live down there somewhere. I mean, I know Jericho lives in Miami.
Yeah. Well, for tax reasons, I'm sure that's why they live in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Good point.
Well, I mean, you brought it up. I wasn't going to talk about it, but Sonny, I posted a picture in the group chat, or in the group the other day on Hardway Wrestling on Facebook, of the brand new figure of Sonny.
She ain't so sunny anymore.
She is blocking the sun. She's in eclipse. She is Sonny's in bad shape. Now, we had a guy in the chat say that I just saw her 2 years ago and she looked really good. I don't know. What the fuck do you think happened?
He was probably in the passenger seat when she was driving that car drunk.
Yeah.
He could have been.
Sharing the same bottle, same flask.
So Sonny, and we didn't know this at the time, actually was at a show at ATCW, and Scotty was yelling at her a couple of shows ago. So she
oh Lord,
not the most attractive anymore. That's for sure.
Yeah.
She's really fallen off the wagon. So is she in jail right now?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's why I posted that picture of HBK.
She's still awaiting trial for the I think is it manslaughter
DUI with manslaughter.
Yeah, it'd be DUI with manslaughter.
But
She could be facing, I think, 25 years.
Oh yeah.
yeah, but they didn't give her bail. They have remanded her to jail until her trial begins. So yeah, so she's still in jail currently.
They must
But
be feeding
she
her well in
looked-
there.
Do you
Huh?
ever? Go
They
ahead.
must be feeding her well in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She
Probably.
honestly looks like she's ready to star in the next round of Orange Is the New Black. So
So when they tell you go to jail and you get 3 hots in a cot, I'm not sure you're supposed to eat the cot too. So she's
It's deceptive, okay? It looked yummy. It looked like a marshmallow.
Do you think that not Triple H, Shawn Michaels used to give Triple H a bunch of shit for banging China because he used to bang Sonny, and now now that picture comes out, Trips is calling. He's like, "Hey brother, check out Miss December." Right. So Sonny is.
They must have given her that slot bucket back.
Oh,
oh,
that's right. She was with.
She was slopped by the Godwins.
Yeah, she was.
Yes.
They must have given her
Did
that
she
bucket
managed the
back.
Godwins for a while, right?
she's now a Godwin. She looks like one of the Godwins now.
Nah, they're actually in good shape.
I don't know. She's a hog, though.
Oh yeah. I mean, you gotta feel bad for her. I wish if they wouldn't show side by sides of what she used to look like.
Yeah,
Wasn't she a cheerleader for somebody like the Cowboys or?
high school maybe.
Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart.
I
She was
think-
a cheerleader for them.
I don't
She
think
was
she
the bottom of the pyramid.
Yeah.
she could support the whole pyramid now.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
Well,
see.
we're gonna move on. So we got a couple things we're gonna cover here. We're gonna cover one thing we're gonna cover is they added some matches to All In. Did you guys catch Dynamite last night or Wednesday night?
I did not.
For
Yeah.
the most part. For the
Well,
most
they've added
part.
a couple matches.
So what does this put us up to? 35, 36?
We're around 36 matches, I believe.
Yeah, something like that.
So
God, your point system for our fantasy league is going to be absolutely dreadful.
I am not looking forward to putting that fucking card together.
He's gonna have to. He's already cut 0 hour. He's gonna start having to cut anything that's not a title match next. Just to get it down to-
Yeah,
to
I'm
get it
just
down to
doing
12.
what was the Battle of the Belts. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, and that'll be still 12 matches because like everybody has a damn belt.
Yep.
It is
Yeah, no, for
absolutely-
sure.
Well, did you see Jeff Jarrett's got a belt now?
Yeah, the
What?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre match.
Oh.
They had this
Yes.
was the
Yeah, oh, I
biggest,
saw that. That pissed me off.
this
Well, okay. Let's because I
Yep.
saw this on one of my other wrestling groups. They're consistent. WCW in the 90s, RoboCop. WCW/AEW in the 2023s, Texas Chainsaw. Yeah, I mean they're consistent. So Tony learned very well how to screw things up
He
royally.
supposedly got $100,000 off of advertising that.
Yeah, because it's TBS, and just like Jim Herd back in, again, old story, but Jim Herd wanted to find a one-legged wrestler back in the day because they wanted to do a crossover with Treasure Island. So they
Hey,
have
watch the inception of AEW. Tony Khan found one with 0 legs.
yeah. Well, I forgot about that. They found a guy with no legs. But yeah, no, they wanted.
who are we talking about?
I don't
Yeah,
even know who
remember-
the guy was, but it was in the Battle Royal at the first Double or Nothing. MJF threw this no leg guy out of the ring.
Yeah,
That wasn't the dude that used to be in WWF or WWE a long time
No,
ago.
no,
where
that
Brock,
wasn't.
Brock
no,
absolutely
That
beat
guy
the
had
shit
one
out of him.
leg. That guy had one leg. That was.
The guy had one leg. Well, I mean, time has passed. He could have had the beaties.
Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
Hey, Timmy's here.
Oh boy, we got Tim's on the what?
The side by side look, he looks like Wyatt's daddy.
Hey,
They do kind of. Their heads are kind of shaped the same. Let me
Yeah.
let me adjust your.
The beard.
It's because I'm fat.
Beard going.
Because you're fat. Oh boy!
I mean, I'm not Scott fat yet, but I'm getting there.
Welcome to this is a Scott safe free zone.
Oh Jesus! Let me just sign off of here
Goodbye.
then.
Thanks for coming, Tim. It was good seeing you.
He just wanted to see that cereal spoon.
Yeah, that's it.
What's up? What's up, Timmy?
Stay just getting ready for tomorrow.
We got a big weekend, brother.
Yes, we do.
Gonna be exciting. Gonna be exciting. All right. Well, we just got done talking about Cash Wheeler. Cash Wheeler is he's out. This happened back in July, which I did not read that part. These guys caught that part of the story. This happened back in July with his road rage incident, and or I like to call it the fuck around to find out. And
I guess I missed everything. I don't even know what he did.
that all just came. It just came out today.
Wow.
It just hit all the dirt sheets today. So, and then we talked about Sonny.
Yeah, I heard that part. I was actually watching and for
Yeah, I saw
Scott
it.
to me.
Jumped in
He
on
was
Facebook.
all I was doing was yelling kettle black when Scott was talking about her being fat.
So we want to know, Tim, how were you able to book Sonny at 2 shows ago?
You know, I feed all my workers.
Very
She came
well,
for the
by way.
food.
You feed all your workers to
eat all
her?
that food first before they ever get into the kitchen. Don't lie about that one.
No. It's not in the kitchen. It's in a secret spot.
The food is in a secret spot away from Scott.
If you saw her outfit, there was no secret spot.
Ass had more dimples than a golf ball.
Good Lord.
Looked like she got hit by a bag of nickels.
You should have saw her trying to getting ready to climb up that ladder.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my
Mm.
God.
I got a clear shot at the lower intestine. All right, so we are talking about the matches added to the AEW card. So here's what we already had before Wednesday night. We have MJF. We got the main event, MJF versus Adam Cole for the AEW Championship. We have us, and this is the dark. This is the kickoff, right? What do they call it? The 0 hour.
0 hour.
Yeah, it's
We got,
0 hour.
Aussie Open versus MJF and Adam Cole for the ROH tag titles. I actually think that might be. I don't know why that's not on the main card.
I would agree. I thought that would have been really
Those
good
two
because both teams are
MJF
fucking
and
fantastic.
Cole are already on the main card.
Right, but there's easily going to be 6 hours in between the first match and the last match.
Fair enough.
It's got plenty of time. We have Saraya versus Tony Storm versus Hikaru Shida, and added on Wednesday night was Britt Baker to the 4-way Women's World Championship match. I'm on the fence about that one. I actually think because it's in Wembley that Saraya is going to win that most
I
likely.
hope not.
I hope not either. Why
Well, you hope not? Well, then it's definitely going to happen.
Why would they someone that's so severely injured that she can barely wrestle right now? Where have you been?
She's been wrestling. She's been wrestling.
Where?
Yes. She's on YouTube, bro.
They don't have YouTube anymore.
Oh, they got YouTube.
I think you're talking about Pornhub.
Yeah.
That's where she's been wrestling.
Her and Xavier Woods still got a little wrestling match going on. So we have FTR versus the Young Bucks for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. You got Darby Allin and Joker Sting, right? I mean, have you seen that? Have you seen the red? He's coming back. We're gonna get Joker Sting. We might have to do the best iteration of Joker Sting.
I would agree.
Sting. Of just Sting. We love Sting. Let me adjust my. Okay, we're good here. All right. So we got and we're gonna dub that match the Sting never loses match because
Yeah, it's a coffin match as well.
he's never losing that.
Coffin match? Really?
It's a coffin
Oh yeah.
match.
Oh yeah, it's a coffin match. This would be what, Darby's 3rd coffin match since he's been with AEW?
At least.
Yeah.
Yes.
and he's undefeated in coffin matches.
And Sting never loses.
And Sting never loses. So, we got a match that we got Kenny Omega, Adam Page, Kota Ibushi versus Takeshita, Jay White, and Juice Robinson. That was added.
That was just added.
Right, that was just added. I
Yeah.
don't know. The
I'd
peg warmer match of the night.
I'd rather see Jay and Juice versus FTR, quite frankly. But
Honestly, it should be, but I think that they've already sold so many tickets to Wembley. They don't need to do this match at Wembley. Right? They could save this match. Wyatt, you disappeared. They could save this match for Chicago
All out a
or
week later.
for something. I don't think they're going to do it a week later. I wouldn't think, but they could. I mean, that's a big money match. So, we did lose Wyatt. You might want to yell back to the brothel. Maybe he didn't pay his brothel bill, and they clipped his internet. But we did lose Wyatt.
now
You got to pop up from Pornhub.
he'll be right back.
Change your browser history. You ever? How comes the dude decides to just jerk off in the middle of one of our videos? I mean, holy shit! Well, his
So he's jerking Scott off.
his coloring was much better. He came out to see the spoon.
Yeah.
He came out to see the spoon.
He's got to paddle that turd back into the toilet.
All right. So we have Chris Jericho. Well, we'll get to that in a second. We have a match that I absolutely hate this match. Stadium Stampede, Blackpool Combat Club, which right now it's just Yuta, Mox, and Claudio versus returning Eddie Kingston. Did you think, Ricky? Did you think that Eddie Kingston looked pretty good?
He looks like he normally does.
But he was wearing brighter colors though.
I still like his Redeem These Nuts shirt. That's like got to be one of the top shirts of all time.
Oh my god!
But regardless, this match I'm not really like hyped for, just because the three mystery partners on the BCB, where the hell
BBC.
Yeah, and we got what, Best Friends and the Lucha Brothers joining forces now.
Oh,
Right.
shit.
Right. Yeah, right. See what
Oh,
Wyatt
Jesus.
just did there? Why, that was a yawn. When I was thinking about this match, I was yawning too. This might be the bathroom match of the night. I hate these Stadium
could be.
Stampede matches. They are absolutely stupid.
All I want to see is somebody get run over with a golf cart again. That's all I want to say.
Sammy took that like a champ.
I think they learned their lesson with that. So,
You really think Tony's learned his lesson with anything that they've done in the last several years? I don't think
know.
so.
Hey, Tim, what are you watching?
I am trying to figure out what happened with Cash Wheeler.
Ah,
Oh, well, he was. It was a road rage incident. He pulled his gun on somebody.
Well, don't cut him off.
We don't, right. Again, we call it the fuck around and find out. All right, and
Yeah, that was the fuck
last
around and
match
find
was
out case.
added last night was Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay.
No, Chris Jericho.
I'm sorry, not Kenny Omega. Chris Jericho, Will Ospreay. What? There goes Wyatt again. What do we think about this match?
I mean, Ospreay's great. Jericho is he is not the Jericho of old. He is not looking good in his most recent matches. I don't know about this one.
This one hurts my heart. And hearing Knucklehead say it, Rick say it, hurts my heart, because honestly, Jericho has to be in the top 10 wrestlers of all time. Honestly,
He is, but he just
and he's just.
when to call it quits, and I think he's almost there.
I hate it. I hate it.
Well, he didn't join Don Callis, so we're gonna give him that much. We're gonna give him a little bit of respect. Don Callis had a picture. Scotty, you haven't seen this yet, I'm sure, but if you guys get a chance to check it out, Don Callis was pretty sure that Jericho wasn't going to join his group last night, and had a picture painted ready to unveil. And then Jericho decided that he was going to join Don Callis, right? And as they were leaving, Jericho said, "Well, I want to see the picture." And Don was like, "No, we don't need to see it. It's not a big deal." Blah blah blah. He goes, "Well, if you made this picture for me, I want to see it." And he pulls the cloth off the picture, and it's Don Callis holding the head of Chris Jericho. I ain't gonna lie. If I see that print somewhere, I'm buying it.
It looked cool.
It was a badass picture.
It reminded me of Freddy versus Jason at the end, where Jason's walking out of the lake holding.
Yeah, it was a pretty awesome picture. So I'll be waiting for that to pop up on Pro Wrestling Tees, so I can buy it.
Oh, I'm sure Tony Khan's already on that.
I hope if it's on a fucking shirt, I'm buying it.
It's a Wednesday night or a new T-shirt idea.
I can't.
That man is on it.
They do.
It's a Wednesday night. It'll be a special announcement on AEW. You know, the whole 9 yards.
How long has Adam Cole and MJF been together now? They have 4 shirts.
They had 4 shirts after their first segment they did, I think.
They had a new shirt on Wednesday night.
Yeah. So, yeah, they've been together like a month and a half.
Well, yeah.
I think merchandise is the way right now. That's all there is to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's a nice little bump in pay if you can get an extra, $10,000 a week in merch shit,
Yeah.
It's not even
commissions.
I mean, it's everybody. I mean, think about it. TikTok people are making merch. Everybody's making merch because it's an easy way to make some dollars.
Right.
Oh,
Heck,
we need to make some merch.
I got shirts coming, boys. I got shirts coming. I'm just waiting on
on Omar the tent maker to make Scott's.
All the safe space.
Here we go.
We're in a safe space.
Oh, geez.
We're in a safe
Again.
space. If he pulls that spoon off the wall, you're fucked.
He needs to bring it to the show tomorrow.
I
We
wish
can
he
use it
would.
as a weapon.
I wish he would.
Hey, Scotty, use that on Virgil Light and Ellsworth Light.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking about it.
I noticed that Ricky talks a lot of shit about Jeremy Stone, but he ain't showing up to the show.
I still got to work tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Come on, you ain't got no job.
I got you.
I got plenty of job, brother.
So, Chris, go ahead.
You like Tommy from Martin. You ain't got no job.
All right, so Chris Jericho, Will Ospreay, definitely two different levels of wrestler here right now. Will Ospreay is at the top of his game, and Chris Jericho is he the Matt Hardy of singles wrestlers right now, just holding on to everybody he can?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Jericho tries to leech any last little bit of stuff off of anybody he can to get, to keep his career alive. It's going to be the death of him, because what happens when he can't when he runs out of people to leech off of? There's not enough good up and comers for him to leech off of, to get, to keep going like this. So, he's going to.
Yeah, Will Ospreay just lost the G1, right? He just went to the finals of the G1, and I guess this is his punishment.
Yeah.
Now the big question is, will Will Ospreay be put over by Jericho, or does Jericho win this?
I don't have the slightest idea.
I think Jericho.
I'd like to believe that Jericho's doing this to enhance other talent, but I haven't seen that so far.
That and the Don Callis family is growing, because he's got Ospreay now. He's got the Bullet Club too now, right? Isn't that whole group kind of?
Yeah. He's got the whole group. Takeshita.
Yeah, he's got the whole group.
Yeah, he's got them all.
The Ass Boys.
Pretty formidable faction, if you ask me. I mean, I don't think they need to catch him.
This will be the next Stadium Stampede. It'll be the Don Callis family against the JAS once they all come back to Jericho.
I mean, I'd rather see these guys than the Best Friends. And
Darn right.
I hate the Stadium Stampede match.
Or I'm sorry, maybe Blood and Guts for the 18th time for Jericho.
All right. Well, speaking of Jericho, I put it out to you guys. What is your favorite iteration of Chris Jericho? Now we know Chris Jericho has been around a long time. He was in WCW in what, the late '90s, early 2000s. He came in.
Mm-hmm.
He's been,
No,
he's been
mid
all-
Late
90s.
90s, because 99 was when he made his WWF debut.
Yeah, mid 90s. So it was like 95, 6, and no, 6, 7, 8 was when he was in WCW.
Okay. Oh, it's been that long.
Yep.
Wow. Didn't realize it was that long. But anyway, Chris Jericho's been around a long time. As much as Chris Jericho's way at the end of his career and probably past where he should be, he's one of those guys that reinvents himself constantly. Right? He's really good at coming up with something new, and I got to give that to him because that's hard as a wrestler, as a manager, as a whatever. He does an amazing job of just keeping himself sort of relevant, whether he holds on to people who are relevant, like Will Ospreay, or he does it himself. So before we get to Scott, because Scott's going to have 37 of them. What is your favorite? You just got one. What is your favorite iteration of Chris Jericho?
This might be unanimous.
Yeah, I have a feeling this is all going the same way. I love the list Jericho. I mean, the list Jericho was funny, especially when he was with Kevin Owens. It was just
That
hysterical.
was pure gold.
And I love the list of KO. That was awesome. I mean, just that iteration alone put him above anyone else.
Right on.
Yeah, that was one of probably the best things WWE had going at that time. And when they had them two turn on each other and then had them, what were they, like the first match of Mania or something? Yeah, and Jericho is absolutely pissed about it. Like, I agree. Like, that gimmick was the most over thing they had at the time. Definitely was main event worthy.
What say you, Tim? Your favorite iteration of
It's got to be the list. But whenever I think about Jericho, I think about his debut in WWE. I mean, that's got to be, in my opinion, it's the top debut.
Y2J.
Yep.
Yeah, when and who he interrupted in that whole thing. It went off with Rock being in the ring, who at the time was bigger than big.
Pretty much.
But the list, absolutely hilarious. It's still, I think back when he was making fun of Dean Malenko and his million holds.
That's my honorable mention.
Yeah, and they went to break and they come back from break and he's still reading holds. I mean, that was pure genius, man.
And he must have said arm bar about 15 times.
Yeah.
So the fact that Chris Jericho, the whole Y2J thing, everybody was scared to death, right? Yeah, you guys were young. Scotty, you weren't. You're old as shit. But Wyatt, you were pretty young at the time, and Ricky, you were probably 5 years out of high school. You were still in high school?
Dude, I was 99, 2000.
I keep forgetting you're a baby. The whole pandemic, right? That was our original pandemic, right? COVID was nothing compared to the fact that I'm not going to be able to play my Atari online. Right? I'm not going to be able to play Madden on dial-up because we're about to
we were going to lose power. The banks were going to collapse. Everything was going to happen.
The power grid is going to collapse.
And that was from a retarded Mayan fortune cookie.
Start collecting your gold because we're going to be trading currency that way. Like it was a whole thing. And then when the clocks turned at midnight and not a motherfucking thing happened. Might have been the last time I stayed up.
The calendar turned, that was it.
Well, and so here's what I did. Just kind of funny story on that. I was playing WrestleMania 2000 on my N64, and I am just like, okay, if the power goes off, I don't want to lose where I've gotten to be, at that stage of the game. So I was like, all right, let me turn this off, save it, make sure anything doesn't happen. So as soon as 12 o'clock hits and nothing happened, As soon as 12:01 hits, I turn my 64 back on and keep playing WrestleMania.
It was a real
But-
thing. It was a real thing. You did not want to lose your data, right?
Yep, exactly. So,
He made sure his refrigerator was nice and sealed too, just
Yeah,
in case
it
they lost power.
He duct taped
Yeah.
it. Safe space. Safe space.
Mom, nothing happened. Make me some pizza rolls.
Safe.
all my family was on the West Coast, and we were literally on the phone at midnight, and I'm like, nothing's happening. And they're like, okay.
Now, were you disappointed? Nothing happened.
I
I know.
think it would have been cool. I think it would have been cool, like even if like the power companies just would have shut power off for like 30 seconds just to freak everybody out.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Got him.
Oh, sorry, we had scheduled maintenance at midnight. That's our fault. I'm sorry.
That's funny.
If I would have thought about it, I would have gone outside and cut the power to my house, so my ex-wife would have pissed herself.
All right, well, I even though Jericho has really jumped the shark, like a long time ago, I really like Chris Jericho. He's great on the microphone. He as much as you probably don't see it in the ring, but you see it in other aspects. He really does elevate talent. He's really made Sammy Guevara look great. He's really made what's the dude that dances?
Daniel Garcia.
Daniel Garcia's come out of his shell. Like, he's really trying to help these guys. I love the list. I love the Y2J. I really like the Painmaker.
Another good one.
I mean, that jacket with the spikes on it and the hat, and that dude was like scary, right? And they actually came out with an AEW figure that I had to pick it up on. Yeah, you got one too. Perfect. And look at that thing. I mean, that is a good looking figure, by the way. So that was a pretty good.
I got this in Baltimore when we went to the show. When we went to Dynamite.
Oh, that's right. Was that Baltimore or DC?
It was Baltimore.
Okay, Bama.
Yeah.
Lionheart, also a great one. So, Chris Jericho, even though he is at the end of his career, definitely will always be a fan favorite. And actually, right now, because I got the dad bod, I think I really like Fat Chris Jericho.
You just like fat people. You like fat Ethan Page. You like fat Walter.
What is wrong with me? I got a chubby fetish. I'm a chubby chaser.
It's chubby chaser. Scotty, you better watch out, buddy.
It makes you believe you could do it too.
That's exactly right. When I step out of the shower and I can't see my dick, the first thing I think is, man, I can't wait to do a lion salt. All right, we're gonna move on. we're gonna move on from Chris Jericho, and we are gonna hit the top 30 under 30.
Whoa, hold it! You're forgetting someone up here.
We're gonna forget.
Did I ever say which one was mine?
Yeah, you said all of them.
The one that had 15 different iterations of Jericho, and I didn't even get the chance to say mine, motherfucker.
All right. All right. Hey,
Don't
Scotty,
you ever complain about how much I talk again.
Scotty.
Don't you dare, Jonathan
Scotty,
Cross.
this is a safe space. Scotty.
Yeah.
Scotty, I'm just fucking with you, bro. Let's
You narrow it down to one iteration of Jericho.
And that's
None of them.
Scotty.
Okay, we're done.
And that iteration was babyface Jericho in the early 2000s. It was literally right 2000, where Chris Jericho is right during the McMahon-Helmsley era, and he is coming out and he is destroying Stephanie McMahon. Like he was, I'm trying to remember how he said it was dirty, disgusting, bottom-feeding, trash bag tramp. Every time he would come out and just run through a list of just, degrading Stephanie McMahon. I absolutely loved that. It was it really put Jericho on the map for me because I never saw his debut. I saw him originally on SmackDown, I never saw his WCW stuff until later, and his ECW stuff not until later after that. So, that to me is what put Jericho on the map, was him just running down Stephanie, and like the crowd got so behind it. And it was just, it really kept him going. Like, because at that time he was kind of stale because he was in the middle of a bunch of stupid feuds. So when they put him against Stephanie, it really, really kind of popped the map for him, popped him onto the map for me. And I was like, okay, this guy is actually worth something. He's really good on the mic. So yeah, that is my all-time favorite iteration of Jericho, is right during that point where he's just running down Stephanie like crazy. So yeah.
Well, at least he didn't run up in her.
No, that was Tripp's job at that point.
What was the other dude? Test.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was test time, I believe.
Yeah, actually that was about 8 months after that whole test thing went down anyway. So yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
All right, so we're going to do the top 30 wrestlers under 30. This was a list that came out earlier in the week that a lot of people have covered, and I thought it'd be pretty cool if we covered it. I don't know every single person on this list. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to bring up. Do you guys have the list in front of you?
I can pull the list up, but
I can now.
actually went and pulled up a list of wrestlers under 30, and I mean, this is like almost 1,000 fucking people that came up. Just so I could.
Well, I only have 30, so.
I thought you said find somebody that should be on the list.
Well, if you have somebody that should be on this list, we'll get to that. So just hold that to the side. So there's a couple guys on this list that I have no idea who they are. So maybe somebody here can tell me. So,
couple of guys on the list that shouldn't be on this list.
Well, very, 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 very possible here. So we're gonna go through them. We're gonna start right at number 1, and I don't think anybody on this panel here is gonna disagree. MJF, number 1, 30 under 30.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Oh.
I would put Rhea up top. Absolutely, right now. Absolutely.
Up top or on top?
That's a
Is she
hard
top
one.
guy.
He's under 30. You didn't say male pro wrestlers.
No. There's women on this list too, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think she's above MJF.
Did you read the list?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
I think.
Chucky, I do agree with you. There is a very good case to put Rhea at number 1. Like, I love MJF. I love what that kid can do. But,
But what's going on with him?
Huh?
Literally, they have nothing to do with him right now.
Are you kidding? So you're not
He's
watching?
one of the hottest segments on Dynamite right now.
If you watch their ratings, if you see their ratings, people leave until MJF and Adam Cole come on the screen. I don't even put Adam Cole in there because it's MJF.
Better than you, baby.
As much as I love Rhea and we all love Rhea, there's no way that she's above MJF at this point. His promos are the best. No, by far the best. By far.
He's a fucking national treasure.
He really is. The shit that comes out of his mouth is awesome. So, but yeah, MJF number 1 on that list. Number 2 is here you go, Tim. Number 2 is Rhea Ripley. She is number 2 on this list. I don't know these guys' ages off the top of my head. I know they're all under 30.
The list I pulled up has ages, but God damn it, it's not alphabetical. It's not by company, and it's
all right. Well, I'll just say what their name is, and if you find their name, you just tell us how old it is. All right. So,
Rhea is Ripley, 26.
What is it? Rhea Ripley's 26.
It's 26. She is my age.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Wow.
I like that. Anyway, so Rhea Ripley definitely doing a great job with Judgment Day right now. She probably is the top member in Judgment Day. Her finisher was a pump handle slam, basically, and then she stacks them up. I would not mind being pump handle slammed. And I believe that's a pegging situation, but either way, whatever. Anyway, number 3 is a guy that the WWE is having, I believe, having trouble with trying to get over right now is Austin Theory.
Theory is just garbage at this point. John Cena put his ass over at Mania, and since then he has just faded away.
Well, he hasn't been good. He's not
No,
been good.
Like we had already discussed, he needs a reset, flush this down the toilet, come up with a new gimmick, maybe turn him face. Yeah.
I think part of that came from Vince pushing him so hard at the beginning that people disliked him so much that they don't want to like him now.
Well, they did the same thing with Roman, right? They drove Roman down your throat, and now Roman's the hottest.
But it took years.
WWE character.
It took years for Roman to get in that spot too, and cancer.
Well, I mean, I guess that helps too. I guess that helps.
I mean, when he came back from cancer, how do you hate a dude? You know?
Yeah, and
we're all heartless pieces of crap, and there's some people in our lives we probably wish cancer on, but you can't say it publicly.
We didn't.
Yeah.
We hated Roman, but we loved Joe. Right.
Right.
That's basically
well
what
said.
We love Joe. We love his struggle. We love his battle. We love the fact that he said when the pandemic was going on, not this boy. I'm not you're not going to catch me in front of all these people or around all these people. But yes, Austin Theory definitely needs a reset. And I've heard it a couple times. Maybe just like Drew McIntyre, Austin Theory needs to leave the company for a while.
Ooh.
Get a reset, and then come back.
So do you mean sign somewhere else?
Sure.
Or just disappear?
Sign somewhere else.
Sign somewhere else.
Yeah. Drew went to Impact.
Impact would be a good place for.
Drew went to over in Europe. He was over there wrestling in the UK. Then he was in Impact, and Drew Galloway, right? He was the iteration of Drew Galloway, and then he showed back up here, and he's been great ever since. Sorta. Booking has been kind of shady here lately, which will probably cause him to leave again, unless they figure something out. So, but Austin Theory, number 3 on our list. Number 4, which is a little strange to me, because of the guys that are going to come afterward, is El Helio del Vikingo.
Yeah, I don't know why they put him on this list at that position. The guy's got some talent. I mean, he can do all the flippy stuff, but compared to other people on the list, why that high up on the list? Like,
I'm just gonna go ahead and just say that right now, number 3 with Austin Theory, there's a guy not even on this list should be number 3, and that's Will Ospreay.
He's under 30.
He is. He's 29.
Okay.
Last time I checked, I was under 30.
Yeah. So this list, he absolutely should be I don't know if he's above Austin Theory, because Austin Theory's held championships already in a major company. By the way,
I'd put him over Vikingo though.
I wouldn't even put Vikingo in the top 20. But absolutely,
I'd put Ospreay at 3. Just talent-wise.
Vikingo is the top Mexican luchador. Like he is really good. He's very innovative.
Isn't he their like AAA Mania champion or whatever?
What's that?
Isn't he their like AAA Mania?
I believe
champion?
he's like their 3rd longest AAA champion ever. Like he's got some sort of record recently. But if we're talking about the world, Vikingo's up there. I don't know if he's 3 though. Number 5 on this list is Dominic Mysterio. Do you guys agree with this? You guys agree that he's at number 5?
I got a question. Is this work?
No, this is
this workability or is this popularity? Is this how good they work?
Actually, a good question.
The article that posted this said that this is based on their current status now and their future potential, where people could see them going. is what I remember reading. So
it's not popularity.
So it's not popularity. It's, the potential of where these guys could be in several years, plus where they're at right now as far as, their where they're being used in respective companies.
Well,
I
Dominic's
think that
over.
makes a little more sense looking at this list now.
And Dominic's pretty damn over. Like, everybody hates him. He can't even get a
Yeah.
word out without.
Oh no, dude!
raining
Oh
down.
boy,
It's so good.
he gets
It
destroyed
is.
every time he comes out to the
It
ring.
is.
He's got. We call that Jonathan Cross heat. We call that Jonathan Cross heat. Is that a camel toe? What is that?
What the hell
Is that motherfucker wearing shorts or underwear?
They're
Jesus
short.
Christ.
His butt got hungry. Leave him alone.
This is a safe space.
Jesus Christ.
Your ass is eating those pants, bro.
Dude.
Okay.
Hold on. I like it. Wait a minute. We can't just
window.
wait. Stop. We cannot go past that. We cannot go past that. There's no way. I think we ought to put.
You should just turn the camera off, got up, and then came back.
If we need to put Scott's underwear on this list because those things were fucking working. They were fucking working.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Speaking of Sonny. All right, so Dominic Mysterio, number 5 on this list. Number 6, who I feel should definitely be in front of Dominic Mysterio, Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Well,
Braun Breaker should definitely.
Then that would put him up at number. That would put him up at number like 2.
I would almost put. I don't know if I put him
or
above
3
Austin Theory yet because I don't know, but I definitely put him in front of
I wouldn't even put Austin Theory in the top 10.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, Austin Theory has. We're gonna get back to Austin Theory, but he's got the look. He needs a little something more, right? He just needs something.
But he doesn't have that right now, and that's why I would not put him in the top 10.
But if this list is made for potential only, right? This is potential, not what's going on right now. This is potential. Austin Theory's got it. Like Austin Theory it has it. It hasn't come out yet. So unlike Scotty's wedgie there, it has not come out yet. All right, so another guy on this list at number 7, who I would put him inside the top 5 all day long, is Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This guy is going to be
unreal.
the WWE World Champion at some point. He's got to be. He's got the charisma. He's got the ability. He's got it all.
It won't be in his 30s as long as Roman's still breathing.
Well, he's got 20 years before they'll put the belt on him.
Yeah,
but
he'll be 50.
Could they add Carmelo into the bloodline? The bastard stepchild of Rocky Johnson's, one of his escapades on the road.
They should just bring Hornswoggle back in and let him be a bastard Hawaiian.
I did it for the
I would
Rock.
love to see that. I did it for the Rock.
I did it for Hornswoggle. Number 8 on this list is Konosuke Takeshita,
take a shit
or like some people call him, take a shit.
Take a shit.
He's actually probably, I would say that probably the top 5 over in Japan. Like this guy, young guy, really good, really good. I don't know what they're gonna do with him in AEW though. Like I think I
was hoping it was going to be him versus Omega instead of a 6-man match at All In. I would much rather. Those guys have had a history for quite some time in New Japan, from what I've seen on like videos and stuff. So I was much more looking forward to a one-on-one.
When I look at Takeshita, I see like he's built. He's a big dude. But his head,
he's well oversized for Asians.
His head, he looks like a child. Like it reminds me. Have you ever seen Beetlejuice with that head that's an onion? Yeah, that's what Takeshita reminds me of. He's got an onion head. So, number 9 on this list, and it's our second woman in the top 10, is Liv Morgan. I don't know about this one.
I completely disagree with Liv Morgan. Like, they were trying to push her for a while, and I mean,
She's got the curse of the tag team titles.
Yeah, she saw the curse of the tag team titles, but not only that, but she's just not like out of a Charlotte Flair, a Becky Lynch. Yes, I know these women are not under 30, but with a Charlotte Flair, a Becky Lynch, Bailey, Bianca Belair, and Asuka, you're like, she is just not one of the top. Like Rhea Ripley, under 30, top woman star right now. Liv Morgan just doesn't fit that profile. She's not. I wouldn't even consider her over. So I mean,
well, we're gonna get to some other women on this list that when you hear their names, you're gonna watch Liv Morgan drop completely off the top 30.
Yeah,
I already see one that I would put in Liv Morgan's spot. But
yeah,
we'll move on.
Number 10, Logan Paul. Ooh,
I gotta tell you,
Wyatt.
Let
the Mr. Prime himself. Let's hear why you don't think Logan Paul is in the top 10 of Rising Stars.
He's a shitbag.
Why is he?
I have never liked the Paul family. His brother pisses me off so much that I want to have his face crushed in. But Logan also is a disrespectful piece of shit.
Okay. Is it because he dissed the Island Boys? Is that what it is?
No, fuck the Island Boys. Those guys were stupid anyway. It was
I saw
his
them
making
kissing
fun of
each
people
other. They're so weird.
Yeah, don't even get me.
I'm not. I refuse to. I heard stories. I was like, I'm not looking this up. I will.
Listen. If Logan Paul dedicated his time to pro wrestling, he would be number 1 on this list. No questions asked. If he put in as much work as MJF, as Dom, as Rhea, there would be nobody that would touch him.
You would put him above MJF.
Absolutely.
You have now lost the booking.
Listen, how long has he been pro wrestling? Like 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah.
Like 7 matches.
MJF's been pro wrestling since he was 17.
Yeah, but you gotta realize too, they're putting Logan Paul in matches that he's protected. They're putting him out there with guys that is protecting him. Like MJF is on a different level. Now I agree that Logan Paul is up there, but he's just not on the level of MJF.
I'm telling you, if he dedicated as much time to this sport,
he's more athletic. I'll give you that. He's more athletic.
You can be protected all you want to. Go out there on that stage and do what he did with Ricochet and everybody else he's been in the ring with. It's I don't.
Are you saying MJF couldn't?
It's entertaining. It's entertaining, yes, but
could MJF do it? Maybe.
MJF on the mic, bar none, is better than any of these other guys. There is not even a list of 30 that.
Okay, let me not disagree. I'm not going to disagree with you on that. But work and talent, I think he's got them all beat. If he put in the time.
Athleticism, yes. But overall work, I mean, MJF lives his character better than anybody out there.
And that I do agree with you, Ricky. I honestly like if Chucky's right that if Logan Paul went out and did this the way MJF did it, he could probably knock MJF out of the park. But the problem is,
what say you, Wyatt?
I don't know. MJF is on his own. He does not beat Logan Paul. I mean, Logan Paul beats him on the athleticism piece, but for talking, MJF has got it.
Yeah.
And whenever MJF is out of the ring, he stays with the motif. I mean, he will stomp on your action figure if you ask him to sign it. He'll rip a picture apart or just completely ruin it. He sticks to his character the entire way through.
Or throw your mom's alcoholic beverage in your kid's face.
Which I think living the character I respect more than most would ever be. I hate seeing faces and heels coming out the same door. It's just me.
Yeah.
I love the fact that MJF.
By the way, we're going to change that.
I love the fact that MJF lives his gimmick. I love it. I just honestly believe. I honestly believe if Logan Paul put in the work, and Logan Paul's got to be one of the luckiest people on the face of the earth to have that much talent with that little of work
Yeah.
that he puts in.
Well, he's also
So,
a boxer, MMA guy, right? So, I mean, it's not like he's sitting at home on a couch.
I don't know.
There's
Let's not go crazy here with that. I'm a boxer. I'm an MMA. We watched that match, correct? I mean, we watched that.
Well, that was his brother. That was his brother.
Okay, come on.
There's a huge
I'm
difference.
not saying he's good. I just said
Listen.
I think he is good. I just don't. If that match with him and what's his face didn't tell you or show you that this whole thing with the Paul boys and their boxing is fake as fuck, I don't know what does.
Okay.
Not once in that fight did Nate Diaz turn his hand over like a real punch.
Oh my goodness, Nate Diaz is a fucking killer. He's a killer. A killer.
I think he was stoned that whole match.
Dude, he probably was, but he fights stoned. Who gives a shit? He probably fights better stoned. But him and his brother,
like he was there.
Him and his brother are gangsters. They're fucking straight gangsters, bro. Trust me, these two boys are gangsters. There's no way that he didn't let him knock him out. If he was so outmatched in that, he'd have got knocked out. I'm just saying. It's fake as fuck. Anyway.
My thing is, and you also think about it, you're on the same track. I mean, if you think about it with Logan Paul, he feuded with KSI for a boxing match, and now look where they are. They are partners for Prime Energy.
Yeah, well, they've always been friends, right? They've always been together. So
think about MMA and boxing ability do not relate to pro wrestling. I don't care what you say. Prove me wrong, Ronda Rousey.
I believe your cardio.
Yeah.
I think your cardio has to be there in both, for sure.
Okay, that's one thing. And some boxers, some MMA guys can cut a freaking promo.
Yeah, no.
But learning to bump, learning the holds, all of these things are not something that you learn in MMA or boxing.
No, you learn how to get out of holds. You don't learn how to put yourself in one.
Correct.
So no, I agree with you there. I agree with you. All right, let's move on. Number 11 on this list is Jillian. Jillian is the women's strong champion. I think she just beat Willow. She's real big over in the UK or Japan. Sorry, Japan. She's real big over there. So Jillian is number 11. This is the guy, and I like him, but I don't know that he's at 12. Butch.
Yeah, this was one of the ones that I'm looking at. Like when he was Pete Dunne, he was a great guy and really interesting to watch. But since they've turned him into this Butch character, it is just
chimney sweep.
Yeah, chimney sweep.
He's a chimney sweeper.
Mary Poppins chimney sweep. Yeah. Part of that's freaking McMahon's booking and the way they've used him and stuff like that. Like if they would just go back to Pete Dunne with the long hair and the
that's what Trips is trying to do.
Right.
Yeah. Like he would be a lot more interesting and probably deserves to be on this list. But this iteration of him, no, they're not using him right. And quite honestly, I don't see him if they continue down the path that they're going with him. I don't see him going anywhere or have any potential to go anywhere. So
one thing he does and Shayna Baszler does, they do great. This joint manipulation where they grab your fingers and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Stop.
That's some gnarly looking shit.
Every time I see those clips, cringe. I can't. I cringe every time. No, stop it. Hey.
I like Butch. Please stop. Let go. I quit. I like Butch. I'm not sure he's in the top 12 for sure. Here's a guy that I don't know that's even in the top 30 is Jungle Jack Perry. Jack Perry. I do like the heel version that he's doing right now. I really think he's doing good work with the heel stuff. He beat RVD last week. He's going to retire the FTR championship this coming week. He said coming up. Is that going to be on Saturday? Is that going to be on Wednesday?
That's on Dynamite, I think.
Dynamite. Okay. Yeah. Did you hear Taz go? What did he say?
Yeah.
What did he say? What? So
if he tries to retire the championship, Taz is going to go kick him in the yam sack.
Kick him in the yam bags. Number 14 on this list is Wesley. Now, Wesley, if you don't know who Wesley is, he used to be part of the Radicals over in Impact, and he came over with his tag team partner from the Radicals, and that guy got fired for some bullshit on Twitter. Wesley is an amazing talent. Should, in my eyes, should be in the top 10.
Yes.
All day, every day. Top 10 Wesley.
I mean,
I agree.
I will not put him in the top 10. I would put him in the top 11. He's good.
Jesus.
Thanks for giving me one, Scott.
He's good, but he's not quite at the top 10 yet. He's got the potential to move up, though.
I'm taking Takeshita out of the top 10, and I'm putting Wesley in his spot.
I agree. Completely agree. His work ethic is athleticism in NXT.
That's
is just
funny
unreal.
shit, by the way. I'm not giving him the top 10. The top 11, yes. The top 10,
I'll give him 10.5.
10.5.
I'm pulling the Dave Meltzer rule. I'm going to give him a half level.
Did you give him a 4.5 stars?
Yeah,
But it's really a 5-star.
yeah, it's really a 5.
But it's not. Yeah. This next name, number 15, somebody help me with this pronunciation. There are so many syllables here. I have no idea.
Tommy Hayashida?
Watch your mouth.
Hayashida? I don't know.
Hayashishita, I believe is how you say it.
Gesundheit. We're going to move right past that one because I have zero clue who that is unless you guys do.
No clue.
No.
No idea. I don't know if somebody. It looked like Ricky's cat ran across the keyboard to put this one on there.
Yeah, he's asleep on my TV stand right here.
Don't invoke the name of Puffers.
Yeah.
Here. All right. So number 16, Tony Storm has been the world champion in WWE. What did she have the WWE championship?
No, she
had the NXT.
UK NXT title, I believe.
She held nothing in WWE.
No.
Okay.
As soon as they put her on the main roster, she got pie-faced with a literal pie by Charlotte Flair, and then she was released.
That's right.
Thank God.
Yeah, there must have been some heat there or some shit. Tony Storm should take out Liv Morgan, insert Tony Storm.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say never mind. We're almost there.
Well, we'll get there. Yeah, we're gonna get there.
You know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, I know where you're going. So Tony Storm, anybody have any issues with Tony Storm being in the top 15 and a half?
No, not
she's
at all.
She's not in the top 15. I'd say the top 14.
I would give her 31.
Oh, good Lord.
Okay, number 17, Dragon Lee.
Again, this is one of those names that I'm looking at and like, all right, again, the guy's got some talent. He's got, he does all the flippy moves well, but like, do we like potential wise? What potential? Like, is he going to be, the WWE champion? Going to be AEW champion? He might be able to be the Impact champion. I mean, who knows how that company is going these days? But he's not.
They're doing good stuff, by the way.
Well, there you go.
The Impact's doing good stuff.
He's not someone that, like, again, when you think of names that are, top 30 and 30, like, again, Wesley, Tony Storm, MJF, Rhea Ripley, Braun Breaker.
All right, we got the list right here, bro.
Dragon Lee. Nah, it's not a name that comes to mind in my view. It's somebody that's going to be one of the biggest potentials coming up in the next several years. So I wouldn't include him, but that's just me.
Gotcha. Well,
I feel like we should just recast the movie Flipper with all these guys that Scott calls the Flipper Kings.
Well, they
Like
could
Kingo,
have
Dragon Lee.
they could have their own faction because number 18 is Bandito, and I believe they're all related somehow.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, Bandito. I don't know how the guy works in that mask, by the way. Have you seen his
It's,
mask? Have you seen
Mexican
his mask?
bloodline.
It's like a half mask and then half bandana. You can't breathe. There's no way he's breathing out of that thing. The guy's been protected from COVID since day one.
Yeah, he cheated his way through that one, didn't he?
Yeah, he's like, no COVID in Mexico. All right, number 19, which I have zero idea how she ended up at 19. Jamie Hayter.
I love Jamie Hayter. I would put her higher. I would put her higher.
Way higher.
She definitely deserves to be above Liv Morgan. Both her and Tony Storm should be above.
Oh,
Liv
for sure.
Yeah.
At least 11.
11 on
No,
the top.
no. She's that 10.5. She's that 10.5 person.
I would take Dom Mysterio out and put Jamie Hayter in that top 10.
Would you really?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. There's an appeal to her. She's she's dirty. Like, she's filthy. She's like a filthy girl. Like, I don't know. There's something about her that makes her very appealing, and I can
Her
see.
ass.
I mean, I wasn't gonna go to Sunny Way.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah, there's something dirty about Jamie Hayter. And maybe it's the accent. I don't know. I have no idea.
whatever she is doing, keep doing it because I love it.
Number 20, who should not be in the top 30, I don't think. Wheeler Yuta.
No.
No. Heck no.
Wheeler useless.
Yeah, I think he's a good wrestler. Promo wise, I don't know.
Atrocious?
My little sister is a little scarier than Wheeler Yuta when he gets on the microphone.
Part of me kind of sees them taking the international title off of Orange and putting it on Wheeler soon.
It feels that way, doesn't it?
Kind of does.
It does. For sure.
Yeah. Number 21. Another bunch of letters strung together. I don't even how
I
to
mean,
pronounce
we
this.
can just skip the next three because I don't think I can pronounce either of them.
Yep, they're all New Japan guys. Number 24. So okay, so I would put her if we're doing a top 15, she's got to be in the top 15. Jordan Grace. She has been the Impact World Champion. She has gone from this heavy set girl who wrestles to a fit bodybuilder. She looks good. She got a butterface.
Yep, butterface.
She definitely
She is jacked.
she's a 50-yarder. She looked good from 50 yards away.
Make it 75, dude. I'm sorry.
Scotty, don't be too fucking picky over there.
Scotty,
Fucking serious.
you can't see her more than 20 yards away. Hush. Turn your head. Turn your head to the side so you see her with your good eye. Damn it.
Anyway, Jordan Grace might be the only one that could bench Scott in this room here.
Absolutely. Probably the only one who could pull those underwear off him, too.
She's
Bad as
great.
they were.
She's great.
Oh, God.
Sorry. Save
Ricky-
space.
Save space. All right. Next on the list, right after her, which should not be after her, should be in front of her.
Yes.
Ex WWE or ex NXT, Deonna Purrazzo.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Pazzo is amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As much as we love Rhea, I put her up there with Rhea.
Yeah.
Not the
Or
same
very,
type of
very-
wrestler, not the same type of athlete, but definitely we love. I think Deonna Purrazzo is really good. I'd love to see her make a run somewhere.
Anybody know the age of Tessa Blanchard? Is she under 30 or over 30?
Tessa Blanchard's 47.
47. She's that fucking old?
Yeah, well, she's racist, so she lives back in she's from the 60s and 50s.
All right, never mind.
No, I'm kidding. She's not that old.
She's
She's not that old, but Tess is probably in her 30s. Tess is in her 30s. And can't get a job anywhere.
Well, she's burned all of her bridges when she wouldn't return
yeah.
the Impact World title after she won it right around the COVID era.
That could have had potential.
If her dad, Magnum TA, can't get her back into wrestling, nobody can. Her real dad.
Yeah.
Not Tully.
Just like Eddie Guerrero's Dom's real dad.
Did you guys see that video where they asked Dominic Mysterio, they said, hey, do you ever think you'll be able to reconcile with your dad? And Dom was like, you know what? I think about it all the time. It makes me sad that I'm probably never going to be able to do this again, but it would be nice to reconcile and get back with Eddie. He sold the shit out of it. So good. Okay. After the number 26, Ilya Dragunov.
Now, see, here's one that I think needs to be higher on the list.
Way higher.
I have been a big fan of Dragunov's ever since him and Gunther, aka Walter, had their two NXT bouts.
UK bouts?
Huh?
Yeah, NXT UK.
Yeah.
Well, but they were on main NXT programming. And they were phenomenal. Two of the best bouts I've ever seen those two guys have. Dragunov can wrestle anybody. Like, I've never seen him have a bad match with anybody. So, like, I think he is, like, I honestly would like to see them bring him up to the main roster and be the one to take the belt off of Gunther. I really think he's worth something, and they could do something with him. And even, like, he may not quite have the size to be in the world heavyweight picture, but I think he's got the ability to stay high middle card and really put people over and get people, help to kind of push people into the next level, into the stratosphere. So I don't know why he's not in the top 10. Like, he's well worth it to me to see him be higher on this list.
Get rid of
I'd say
Del Vicino and insert Ilya Dragunov.
Yep.
I would say put him at 11.
Yeah.
10.35.
I think Scotty's already said about 11 people that should be in the top 10.
Yeah.
He's putting commas after their name there, so it's okay.
Yeah.
So, number 27, and I actually think she's right where she needs to be. Best women's name in the business, Masha Slamovich. Greatest wrestling name. Might be the greatest wrestling name ever. Besides Bastion Booger. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh.
So, Masha Slamovich. She was the GCW Game Changer Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. I think she beat Nick Gage for it.
Yeah, she did.
She beat a dude for it without the pizza cutter.
She beat the bank addicted drug robber.
Right. I heard that this week. It made me laugh. Tyler Bate, number 28. I believe he's right where he should be. He's in the top 30. That's probably where he should be. Another guy who's at 29 that is on the rise, I believe, but he's right where he should be too. Daniel Garcia. That's one of those guys that they got the rub from Jericho, and it does. I love the dance moves.
That shit is hilarious.
It was annoying at first, but now it's kind of funny. So, hey, welcome back. Number 30, Shada Umino. I have no idea who that is.
The fuck?
Is he turning the lights on and off in that room? What is going on?
No, I think our signal's bad because we're both using the same internet. So
The squirrel stopped running.
yeah, yeah, kinda.
Anyway, that'll do it for this list. Is there any people that you guys think should be on this list that's not on this list?
Will Ospreay. And
Definitely Will Ospreay. Top 10, Will Ospreay.
I would say Jeremy Stone, but he's not 30 or anywhere close to it.
What about
the best wrestler 70 under 70?
Orange Cassidy.
Jeremy Stone. Oh,
Orange
you
is
know what?
over. No, Orange is over 30.
Yeah, he's in his.
He's on-
Yeah,
he's
he's been
close
wrestling.
to
He's been
40.
around a
He's
long
close
time.
to
He's like 34, 35, isn't he?
He's like 37 or 8, I think.
He's old as fuck.
He's
Yeah,
that-
Orange is close to 40, if I remember correctly.
Gotcha.
Damn.
What about you? Fader in and out. Do you is there anybody Wyatt that you think should be on this
It
list?
looks like Scotty laying in your chair at SummerSlam last week.
He was fading. As far as the night went on, it was Scotty kept going.
Yeah.
Fucking melting. I don't know. There's a puddle of Scotty underneath my fucking chair.
I'm not really
Or
sure of the
chair.
wrestlers that I know of. Could make the list. I just think some of them could be higher up than where they are,
Gotcha.
for sure.
How about you, Scotty?
I can't think of anybody off the top of my head, but I think the list overall was correct. Again, there were just a few names I wouldn't. The list wouldn't be as long for me. There'd be quite a few names I would delete off the list. I pull Matt Hardy. Delete.
Gotcha.
I've told this to Jason many, many times. These lists are made to get people to do exactly what we're doing right now. Talk about them.
Yep. Exactly.
It wasn't far off. Like it wasn't like hateful.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
They didn't put Big Cass in here.
Yeah, thank God.
I think he's over 30 anyways. He's in
Is
his
he
like
over 30?
I
His
think-
liver's over 30.
They could
Huh?
put Cheeseburger in there.
Yeah. Why not?
He's 29. Oh, here's one for you, Jason. Sonny Kiss, also 29.
there you go.
Right in the
Yeah.
yam bags.
Now they got
Now wait a minute.
do you know
Sonny
they got
Kiss
Sonny?
is under 29, but how old was
They've got this list on that I googled earlier, and they got a column for male, female, and Sonny Kiss is listed as diverse.
very, very. How old's Nyla Rose?
She's over 30.
Yeah.
Who else is on that? Who else is under 30? I actually
I wrestled
Leo Rush.
Xavier 15 years ago.
to put her
What?
on.
There are like so many people in this list that are listed as freelancer, Major League Wrestling,
MLW. Yeah, don't worry about
Yeah. just all kinds of.
that. There is a dude in MLW that Silverstone.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. who
That
you're
guy's actually really good. How old's Cage? Brian Cage.
30s.
30?
He's over, I believe.
What about Prince Nana?
He's got to be in his 40s.
40s. Times
He's been
two.
around for a while, man.
Yeah, he's getting his 50s. He's damn near as old as Tim.
Hey, now.
Hey. So, all right. Well, that's the list. That's going to do us here for Hardway Wrestling. It was a long one. How long have we been on?
Like an hour and a half.
Woo! We are right at under an hour and a half here. So
Damn.
yeah, we killed it today, boys. Good job, man. Good job. Why we got Wyatt in the house all the time? I like this. I like this when we get everybody together. This makes my heart feel warm. If I just got to sit here,
You
and look
don't
at
have
Ricky
a
and
heart.
his pussy.
That's probably the urination happening in your shorts right now after drinking your daddy beers, your daddy soda.
That's for sure. I have a catheter.
Oh, you got
That'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it. So I have a catheter. Anyway, if you're on YouTube, if you're on TikTok again, thank you. We got 1.2 thousand likes on TikTok. I don't know what that means.
nice.
I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's
Are
not
they
good.
subscribing? Because I would like to have 1,000 more subscribers.
Yeah, that would be nice. Please.
We could just make Wyatt's face the American Nightmare tattoo, like just
We
right
would-
there.
Listen, if he would get that tattoo, I don't care where he would get it. If he got it, we would blog it and put it up, right? We'd definitely blog it and put it up. So, anyway, if you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe.
Hey, we're
Ring
up to
the
1
bell,
and 4.
please.
We're up to 1 and 4.
Please,
We're up to 1 and 4.
we're what we picked up another one today then because we're at 103. TikTok, please go to YouTube, go to Facebook at Hardway Wrestling. We're very interactive. We will talk to you. We will not ignore you unless you say something stupid.
Yes.
Right. So we had a couple comments on one of our videos, and doing this is very difficult. Right, we're gonna run over here an hour and a half, but doing this is very difficult. There's a lot of moving parts. You guys know I gotta go live on Facebook and live on YouTube and get everything set up. It's a procedure. It's not just click the button and go live like on TikTok, right? I just turn on TikTok and go. There's what the hell? Hey, we got a back of the Scott title. Look at that. This is our episode of Hoarders. Anyway, we had a comment on one of our YouTube things is your sound sounds like crap. So immediately I start looking at people's profiles because I'm going on the fucking attack. Because I know the effort that I put into these videos and the different things that we do and to make sure everybody looks good and sounds good. And it's not always perfect, right? Wyatt or I see up your pants like Wyatt. Just kidding.
He's trying to show you where he's placing that tattoo.
On his inner thigh, girl. You know, a lot of effort goes into putting videos together and that kind of stuff. And the guy was like, your sound sounds like crap. And of course, I go into attack mode because I'm okay with criticism. But if you don't have constructive criticism, I'm going to fucking destroy you, right? I'm going to find a way to cut you into pieces, whatever. So I made a comment back to the guy. And then the guy actually came back and said, all right, so let me give you some constructive criticism. Window 3 is low. Window 4 is even lower. Window 5, right? And I was like, and I actually thanked the guy after calling him a dickhead. I thanked the guy and told him, I said, listen, you came on. He said, I don't want to sound like a dick. I said, you did. You sound like a dick. But I can appreciate what you did. You came back. You gave me constructive criticism. And today I adjusted audio levels. And hopefully it'll sound a little bit better for you, whoever. I cannot remember who you were. I was going to shout you out, but at the end of the day, I don't care what you know. So,
Jonathan Cross.
Really appreciate it. So, again,
to whoever that is that made that comment, when I change his catheter tomorrow evening, I'll shove it a little harder.
Please.
Just went Jonathan Cross mode.
Let me see you spit right on the end of that thing. Anyway, again, we do love constructive criticism here, and we love the comments, but we can't get them unless you like, subscribe, and ring the bell, please. Well, we're on a quest for how many, boys? What are we trying to get to
150.
now? 150.
110.
Well, I mean, 110 is next. Would be next, right? We're getting to 110. We're at 104. 105 would be great, right? I don't ask for much. We're not greedy. We don't want 100. Listen, if we get to 100K, we get one of those bell things or those whatever, dude. We got a long way.
Bell thing?
Is it a giant? Is it a giant bowl for Scotty's giant cereal spoon?
Anyway, so again, we appreciate everybody here at Hardway Wrestling on YouTube, Facebook, and soon to be
TikTok.
Thank you.
You're getting old, Jason. Getting old.
I am getting old. I've been up a very long time. So anyway, thank you so much. That's going to do it here for Hardway. For Scott and Wyatt and Chucky Manson. Wait a minute. Before we get out of here, Chucky, what do you tell the people what you got going on?
We're going to be at the Leetown Community Center in Kearneysville, West Virginia. Come in, mention Hardway Wrestling, and I'll give you $1 off at the door. How's that?
What? A whole $1? You
a whole $1.
Wait, now hold on. Time out.
And wait a minute. And I'll take that $1 out of Jonathan Cross's envelope.
Oh,
yes!
That makes it even better.
So I owe you money at the end of the night. Is that what you're saying?
Probably.
What were you getting ready to say? What were you getting ready to say, Wyatt? What were
I
you
was gonna
getting
say,
ready to
come up, do we get in for free considering for the call?
for free? Yeah,
Okay.
Who the hell are you to give away free tickets,
Oh.
mother sucker?
Hey, by the way, we did have a giveaway when we got to right before 100 followers. We did have a giveaway, and Tim. I'm going to remind you because I know your memory is as long as Scotty's oar on the side of his wall. That you also gave away.
Did someone win them? Are they wrestling? Are they wrestling with each other?
So, who's holding Scotty by his ankles?
The fat girl from the ATCW
Scotty's
show.
a bat. Okay, Scotty's a bat. Jesus. Okay, great. Scotty's floating.
What the fuck is going on?
They have lost the gravity.
Talking about Scotty's ankles. If Scotty went on house arrest, they'd have to use a belt to hold that thing on there.
They have not only lost their internet at Scotty's house, they've lost gravity. So Scotty's walking on the ceiling. So anyway, you gave 2 free tickets to the gentleman. He will be there tomorrow night.
Make sure you have his name for me.
I got him.
All right, perfect.
I got him. So again, thank you so much for joining us today. For Scotty and little Wyatt and Chucky and whatever this guy's name is, Ricky in the corner. We'll see you next time.
Peace out.
What in the hell? See that picture I took?
Hey, Rick, you got a string hanging from your shirt.
Is it from my shirt?
Oh, shit, that's your arm.